Julian Marquez and Jordan Wright in the middleweight division. I believe Jordan Wright is going to be the better fighter in the first round. Julian Marquez is going to be the better fighter in the third round. The second round, I really have no idea. Now, will it even go to the second round? Will it even go to the third round? It's very likely that it will not, because Julian Marquez and Jordan Wright definitely have the finishing potential. Julian Marquez with 5 knockout wins, 4 submission wins. Out of the losses, both of them coming by a decision. Never been finished as a professional MMA fighter. Jordan Wright with 12 wins, 1 loss. Only 1 loss to Joaquin Buckley by knockout in the second round, but every single win being a knockout or a submission win. So both guys here have every single win being a finish in the first, second, or third round, and that is why I don't think we're going to see a finish. If Jordan Wright's going to win, it's going to be in the first or second round by knockout. If Julian Marquez is going to win, it's going to be in the second or third round by knockout. But this fight right here, Jordan Wright is going to be the way better kickboxer, way better in karate. He's going to be the better fighter at range. He's going to be the same height, but way longer in terms of reach. Julian Marquez's game plan for the fight against Jordan Wright is literally just to pressure the heck out of him, come forward, get his back to the cage, just like Joaquin Buckley did, and just start throwing some really big shots and look for that knockout. But Jordan Wright really does do a good job of keeping range. He wasn't able to do that against Joaquin Buckley because it's Joaquin Buckley. He puts on some relentless pressure and just puts on some really big shots. I don't think Julian Marquez can do the same thing that Joaquin Buckley did. I believe Joaquin is a slightly better striker than Julian Marquez, way better closing the distance. I don't know how well Julian will be able to close the distance, get Jordan Wright's back to the cage, and then land those big shots. So I do think Jordan Wright's going to win the fight. It is my first underdog pick of the night, but I do think Jordan Wright is going to keep the fight at range in the first round, jabbing a 1-2 and using that reach advantage by 5 inches just to keep on tip-tapping Julian Marquez at range, leg kicks, body kicks, those switch kicks as well. And as Julian Marquez is coming in, I think he's going to counter him with a pretty big shot and possibly knock out Julian Marquez. But I was originally thinking that we'd probably see a finish here because Jordan Wright and Julian Marquez both have a heck of a lot of finishes, but Julian Marquez has never been finished. I mean, there's been many times where he's been very close to being knocked out, but never has he actually went fully out and unconscious. So I'm going to go Jordan Wright by a decision here. I think the first round, he's going to out-volume him with a kicking game and the jabs and the 1-2s at range. Using that reach advantage, I think he's going to do the exact same thing in the second round. In the third round, the cardio machine in Julian Marquez is going to make that humongous comeback, maybe possibly almost knock out Jordan Wright and win that third round. But I do think the first and second round are going to go Jordan Wright in terms of the volume game, because he literally is just going to use that reach and use the kicks at range and win the first and second round. Now, the third round, when the cardio comes into play, that's where Julian really thrives in those later rounds, and he'll win the third round. But overall, the first and second round, I do have it going to Jordan Wright. The third round going to Julian Marquez. But overall, it's going to be a very close fight. Would not be surprised if we do see a finish, but I think the fight goes all the way. My prediction, Jordan Wright by unanimous decision, 29-28. Actually, let's say split decision. I think it's going to be a very close fight, but my prediction, Jordan Wright by split decision. Really good fight in the middleweight division right there.